Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to cover another practical question from the topic of probability theory, which is based on finite probability spaces. So, first of all, let us understand what is the formula of probability and then we'll try to answer this question. Alright, so whenever we have to find out the probability of any event, alright, probability of any event, the formula is number of elements in an event, number of elements in an event upon total number of elements in a sample space upon total number of elements in a sample space. All right, that is, if we have to write mathematically, it is going to be n of a upon n of s. So this is the formula of probability of any event. Remember, probability of any event is always between 0 to 1. It will never be below than 0 or greater than 1. And it can be between 0 to 1 also. So minimum probability it can have as 0 and the maximum probability it can have as 1. So in case you get, sometimes answer as 2, 3, minus 2, minus 3. So that time you should know that you're getting the wrong answer because probability can never be greater than 1 and less than 0. All right. So this is the formula for finding probability of any event. Let us try to understand this question and let's go. So the question says that the three coins are tossed and the number of heads are observed. So here we have to focus on this also. Okay, so here the number of heads are observed. We have to focus on this also. Okay, so when we toss coin 3 times, what are the possible outcomes? The possible outcomes are H, H, H. That means all the times I can get heads, or I can get 2 times heads and 1 time tail. So this is one of the possibility, H, H, T, or I can get T, H, H, or I can get HDH, or I can get 2 times tails and 1 times heads, and I can get all the times tails. Okay, so these are the possible outcomes when we toss a coin 3 times, but we have to observe the number of heads. So here our sample space is going to be the number of heads are observed. So how many heads are possible when we toss a coin? What are the possible number of heads we can get when we toss a coin 3 times? So suppose all the times I'm getting tails. So in that case, number of heads is going to be 0 because when we get all the time tail, no heads are there. So in that case, 0 heads are observed when we get all the times tails. When we get these 3 possible outcomes, so in that case, the number of heads are going to be observed as 1, or we can get number of heads 2 in all these 3 cases, and we can get 3. So maximum heads we can get is 3 and the minimum is going to be 0, and we can get 1 and 2 heads. So this is going to be a sample space. Okay. So when we store more than one variable in a, when more than one value in a variable, we take the help of an array. All right. Next is write a Scilab code to find the probability of getting. So we have to find the probability of getting at least one head. So here we need to understand what is the meaning of at least one. At least one means one. Minimum it should be one. It can be more than one also, but minimum we should get one. So either I can get 1 heads, or I can get 2 heads, or I can get 3 heads. It will never be greater than 3 because we have tossed coin only 3 times. And because of at least one word, the minimum number of heads I should get is what? 1. Okay. So I'm going to define 3 variables. So one is P0. P0 stands for probability of getting 0 heads. Now in which all cases we are going to get heads? I'll just write down over here comment line. In which all cases I will get 0 heads? When I will get all the times tails. When I will get all the times tails, in that case I will get 0 heads. So that is only one possibility. And what is the formula of probability of any event? Number of element in an event upon total number of element in a sample space. So this is only one possibility. So 1 upon 8. 1 upon 8 is going to be the answer, because when we toss a coin 3 times, the total possibilities are 8, but we want only 0 heads. So 0 heads, in which case it will happen? It will happen in this case. So 1 upon 8. Let us define one more variable, P of 1. P of 1 stands for number of probability of getting 1 head. So 1 head, in which all cases I will get? I will get TTH one head. I can get THT one head, or I can get HTT. Only in these three cases I'm going to get one head. So probability is going to be number of element in an event upon total number of element in a sample space, that is 3 upon 8. Next, I will define a variable P of 2. Next, I'm going to define variable P of 2, which stands for probability of getting two heads. So in which all cases I will get two heads in HHT or THH, or I can get HTH. In all these three cases, I'm going to get two heads. Again, three possibilities upon total number of elements in a sample space. And lastly, P3 stands for probability of getting three heads. That is only in one case, that is HHT. So it is going to be 1 upon 8. Now we'll focus on the question that we wanted probability of getting at least one hit. So either I should get one or two or three, or what is that? That means we have to do addition. Of whom I'm going to add P of 1 plus P of 2 plus P of 3. Because P of 1 stands for probability of getting one head. Or I can get two heads because we want at least one head. So I can get either one head or two heads or three heads. So because of the word or, I'm going to put plus sign in between them. So this is going to be the answer of your first question that I will that Scilab will calculate, and next time I'm going to display this. And the last question says that all heads or all tails should appear. All heads, in that case, number of heads are 3. That means P of 3. All tails with them, number of heads are going to be 0. So P of 0. So this 2 I'm going to add. P of 0 stands for all tails I have got. P of 3 stands for all heads I have got. So probability of getting all heads or all tails. Again, the word or is there. So that is why I have put plus sign in between them. So that I will store in a variable P of B. And in next line, I will display P of B. And with this, you are done with this practical. So let us quickly see the code on this, and then we'll see the output of this code. Okay. So you all can see clearly that CLC, all of us know that what does this CLC do? It will just clear the console window to show the only the current output. I hope my screen is visible. So whenever I write down the code in Scilab, I always prefer writing CLC at the start so that only the current code output will be shown on the console window and previous nothing will be visible. The first line, DISP, all of us know that DISP, what it is going to do, it is going to print the line. What it is going to print? Experiment, 3 coins are tossed and the number of heads are optional. In next line, I'm defining a variable s. Since I'm storing more than one value, so that I'm taking the help of an array. In that I'm writing 0, 1, 2, 3, because when we toss a coin 3 times, the number of heads are going to be either 0 or 1 or 2 or 3. Next, display the probability of spaces is as follows. Okay, P0, as I said, P0 stands for probability of getting no heads. No heads is possible only in the case of that I'm getting all the times T, T, T. So it is 1 upon 8. Then P1 stands for probability of getting three heads, one head. One head is going to be possible only in these three cases. So since I have written comment line also, because of this, you will understand what does this P0, P1, P2, P3 stands for. Next, P2 stands for probability of getting two heads. P3 stands for probability of getting three heads. Next line, now I'm trying to answer my question. The first question was, I should get at least one head. So I have taken one event name as A. A stands for the event that at least one head appears. At least one means it can be 1 or 2 or 3, not more than 3. And B is the event of getting all heads or all tails. So in A, what all things are going to come? 1, 2, 3. And in B, what all things are going to come? 0, 3. 0, why? All tails in that case. And 3, all heads. Then to answer first question, probability of any event A, it is going to be P of P1, P2, and P3. And PB stands for P0, P3. In next line, I'm displaying the value of these variables. With this, our code is done. Now we'll see the output of this. So I just have to click over here and then I'll get the output on the console. So you can see in whichever line I had written display, it is displaying the statement as it is. And the answer of our first question, probability of occurrence of our event A, we all know that what was our event A. The event A was at least one head should appear. So at least one head, the answer is probability of 0.875. And for the second question, what was the event B? The event B was either I should get tails or all. Hence, the answer of this is 0.25. So I hope you have understood this today's content. We'll be covering 2 more practicals in the next video. Thank you for watching.